Hi friends, Maka Supreme here coming at you guys with another reading. So for today's reading, I am doing Zodiac readings. I've been meaning to get around to this for like 2 weeks. I was going to do one of these maybe last week or earlier in the week, but I decided to do the crystal ball prediction instead. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I greatly enjoy doing that. But yeah, so for today, we're just going to bring it back to the roots and do some zodiac reads. So the signs that I have presented today, and mind you, this is chosen at random. I didn't just pick these signs, this is what came out. So the signs that we have represented today are Capricorn, Aquarius, and Gemini. So I will timestamp this video so that you guys can go and pick your sign, receive your message. As for sun, moon, and rising, though most people just typically just use their sun sign when picking a video. But if you see your sun, your moon sign, or your sun and rising, or your moon and rising in this video, and you want to check it out, feel free. You might really get something out of it. Who knows? But with that out of the way, and me sweating my butt off, we're going to get into this reading. And we will be starting with my Capricorns. So if you are a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, then this reading is for you. All right, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Every time it comes down to you guys, it's just always, I don't know. Like, I love reading for Capricorns, but I also feel like it's always a little bit difficult to get into what you guys are really feeling or what you think or something like that. But I always enjoy the challenge anyway. So we're going to begin into Capricorn. So I pulled out some oracle cards to help get a sense of what's going on. And of course, we have the tarot to help out even more. So Capricorn. As I was looking over your cards and the energy that came out, I was getting a strong sense of determination. And I know that's one of the things that a lot of earth signs are really known for. It's being determined to reach their goals or to achieve something or to make something happen. And this is exactly what I'm getting here. There's something here about maybe I was getting the energy that maybe something that you wanted has came through, or something that you thought that you wanted has came through. And now you're kind of getting into the brass tacks of things. What does this opportunity really entail? What is this job really like? What is really going on here? Things might have been presented in a certain kind of way that's appealing, and now you're really starting to understand what's really here. And I don't think that there's an aversion to it. I don't think that there's oh, I don't like this. I just think that there's an energy here that you wish that there was more. You want more out of whatever this opportunity or situation is. The card of sacrifice here represents you realizing that something, you actually not letting anything stand in your way. It's you're really committed to this, and whatever is going on here, actually, now that I'm really thinking about it and thinking about it in conjunction with the other cards, this could be asking you to you might have to make a little sacrifice here, Capricorn. Yeah, this situation might not be 110% ideal, but I feel because the cards here kind of back this up, that if you stick with it, that you're willing to actually go through with it and not give up. And Capricorns aren't really much for giving up. There's something that might come out of it, or a new opportunity that might really, or a new path that might come this way, come and open itself up to you, Capricorn. But the problem is that this is going to be a challenge because we have this word right here. It might be a challenge for you, Capricorn. This is not something that you wanted initially, or like I said, I don't know why I keep saying that, but it's just something here something's different than what was initially presented, or is not quite what you thought it was. But what's really going to get you through this, Capricorn, is good communication, quick wit, and being able to think on your feet. I feel like there's a lot of movement in your future. You even got the Chariot card here. Like there's going to be a lot of movement in your future. Like you probably having to, I'm just feeling a lot of movement, a lot of having to go back and forth, like place to place, a lot of like thinking. And it's just, I'm just hearing like a lot of humming, a lot of buzzing. There's a lot of activity in your future, Capricorn. If things have been really, really slow for you, things are going to start picking up for some reason. And it could be because, you know, you're starting to really get into something, or like this opportunity or situation is going to start progressing soon. Like, and you're going to be busy. But the biggest thing that I'm getting from this is that you need to keep yourself open. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords here. And then at the bottom deck, we have the Chariot. With the two pages coming out, this is like definitely energy of starting something new. The Page of Pentacles represents like a new opportunity or the chance to learn something new or something different. Like, this could also mean like a dedication to like your studies or the furthering of studies that you've already engaged in. So if this is like maybe a job opportunity that kind of aligns with like your interests, or kind of aligns with something that you might already have experience in, this job or this opportunity really will provide you a chance to like really sharpen your skills, or to like develop a brand new skill set. Like there's something here about like actually having to like stick with it with the Four of Cups here. Because the Four of Cups is usually is the card of like actually just sitting still, being in stillness and like letting opportunities come. Disengaging from like the Three of Cups, of like just being in the mix and just like, you know, really just being like down, and like actually sitting back and observing, sitting back and letting things come to you, like taking things in. This is energy here of like actually being like a good student. I don't know why I'm feeling that. Maybe some of you are starting school, or like, you know, you started school and now like the course load is really starting to pick up or something. And you know, it might be getting a little bit more challenging or something. Whatever it is, Capricorn, the advice, or well, what the cards are telling me is that there's a new opportunity in this situation. Only thing you have to do is keep an open mind, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and keep your intuition open as well. A lot of Capricorns, no, I can't say that. What I can say is trust your gut feeling, Capricorn. If you have a gut feeling about something, like, you know, really just like trust that. I don't know if your gut feeling is telling you to stay or to go. I don't know what it's saying. But whatever your gut feeling is telling you, you need to trust it. The Page of Swords here represents having quick intellect, being a good communicator. It can also be someone with a sarcastic or witty. I see the Page of Swords and the energy of Mercury is like one and the same. Actually, I feel like Mercury is like the patron of like, you know, most of the sword suits, since it's all about like, you know, the mental, the mind, communication, usually involving other people and things of that nature. The Page of Swords is someone who's actually like has an adaptable mind, a quick wit, or like a willingness to learn or to communicate. There's something here about you having to really make sure that you keep your mind open, keep your heart, your eyes, and your ears open, Capricorn. There's something here. There's an opportunity in this from this sacrifice that's going to be born of this sacrifice that you're making. Like I said, like the situation might not be ideal, it might not be to your exact standards, or it might not be what you thought it was going to be, but there is still something that you can get out of this situation if you just stick with it and bear with it, if your gut is telling you to do so. The bottom deck card that we have for you, Capricorn, is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is all about forward movement, upward mobility, the journey, freedom. But what I'm really getting here, Capricorn, is like there is opportunity for advancement. Like that might be the opportunity that's in here for you to like actually learn and grow and advance. Like if this is a job that you started and you know you're not sure if you want to stay or go. What I'm really feeling here is like if you stick it out there's an opportunity waiting for you at the end, or maybe even in the middle of it, that's going to help you advance and to like actually move forward and be a little bit more closer aligned to the goals to your ultimate goals. I'm really feeling like whatever's happening now, Capricorn, is just like it's like a step on the path to your greatness, or a step in the path to like your ultimate goal and what you really want. This is like something that's necessary, but at the same time, it might feel like you have to make a sacrifice for it. Like, you might have to give up exactly what you want to get something that's less satisfactory. So in the end, you can get exactly what you want. Like kind of going about it in a roundabout way. But the reason for this roundabout is so that you can develop new skills, learn how to communicate more sharply, or maybe even communicate better, or even learn the value of good communication, to learn and increase new skills, to know how to like actually sit back and peep opportunities that come your way, and not just like stay hard and fast on the opportunities that you think that you want or that you think that you need. Like I said, this is more so about keeping an open mind and allowing your intuition to work from time to time. I think that what's happening here, Capricorn, is that you're being presented with an opportunity to learn and to grow as an individual, maybe even as a professional. But this isn't something that you should run away from, because it's not, or I won't say run away. You should, because I feel like it's more like a turning up your nose, like feeling like it's like a little bit beneath you, or it's not meeting your standard. This isn't something that you should turn your nose up at, Capricorn. There's something here that's in this situation that's really meant to help you grow and really can help you keep you on the path to your goal. You might think that this might be a derailment of some sort, or like maybe you're taking a step backwards. And even if you are taking a step backwards, there's clearly something that you missed in that step before, Capricorn. There's a reason why the universe is directing you backwards if you really feel like this is a back step. It's a reason why you're being directed back. Trust in the process, trust in, the universe, and just like have some trust. So to end your reading, Capricorn, we're going to pull maybe 1 or 2 cards for some advice. The Air. Okay. This is actually a very beautiful card. See, there's a crown here being crowned. I think these are like laurels. It's a lot of victory and a lot of reaching the pinnacle of something inside this energy. It says here that there's unseen potential, but also hesitation. And that's what I was saying here inside this whole situation. There's something here there's an opportunity that hasn't been seen yet. So let's take a look at what the Air is. Well, the advice of the Air card. The end of every journey signals the beginning of a new one, and it's natural to still feel uncertain about this new path in front of you. You may be hesitating, but trust that you already laid the groundwork to make this opportunity the most beneficial that it can be. The rewards that will come are worth this moment of uncertainty. And what was I saying here, Capricorn? Like, you might feel like this is a back step, or like, you might turn your nose up at whatever is going on, but you really need to learn to trust that you're on your right path, Capricorn. You're on your step to your goal, and there is something in this situation. There's an opportunity here that's really going to help you out. Just trust the fact that you didn't come to this place or end up in this situation just by being haphazard or not paying enough attention. You came to this situation. You're in this situation for a reason. There's something here that you're meant to learn. Something that's going to be worth your time and worth the investment that you need to put into whatever this is, Capricorn, or whatever opportunity this is. Trust that you're on your right path and that you're doing the right thing, Capricorn. Like, now is not the time to like start trying to back away or, get out or try to leave and find something else. You are exactly where you need to be, and the situation might not look like it's tailored for you. It might be something that you might turn your nose up at, or something that you just are not really feeling 110%. But that's not a sacrifice that you have to make. You have to deal with being uncertain and not having the answer, not knowing the answer 110%, or like being completely comfortable in a situation. It might not be the best, but it's going to be worth it in the end. You just got to trust and go through it, Capricorn. So, if you like this reading, if it touched you, if it seemed like it was making any kind of sense to you, Capricorn, please like the video. Please, I'm begging you. I'm desperate here. Like the video so that more people can see. Share it with your friends if you have other people who like tarot. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I always love having new subscribers, and I always love reading comments, and I'm very active in the comments as well. So I want to thank you so much for your time and this opportunity to read for you, Capricorn. Be blessed and have a wonderful day. Bye. If you are an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or even Rising, then this reading is for you. So let's see what we got for you, Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius. Oh, that's right. It was this reading. Okay. All right. So, Aquarius. What I'm really getting here is that you are not happy. Like, I'm gonna just be 110%. You are not happy with something, Aquarius. There's either you're feeling trapped or feeling stuck in a certain kind of situation that you're in, or like something that happened, or maybe someone stabbed you in the back, Aquarius. Like, I can't rule that out. Like, maybe someone even stabbed you in the back, Aquarius, and now you're kind of in a messed up situation because of it. Because I'm saying that because I have the Prisoner card here. And the Prisoner card lets me know, like, there's an imprisonment of, like, your emotional and mental energy, and probably even your physical. You could be locked up. It's like, joking. But no, there's a certain emotional and mental anguish that's happening here, Aquarius. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, there's something here that truly hurt and cut deep. And the Prisoner card is here to tell you that, it's kind of like in your head. Like, you're kind of like the one that's like really perpetrating this pain and this hurt even more. Like, yeah, something bad might have happened, or yeah, you might be in a situation that you don't like, but there's a way out. You just have to shift your attitude and your focus, and you'll be able to see it. I know a lot of people hate hearing that, and I know I hate hearing it too, but it's what's being resounded throughout your entire reading. Here's my stalker, the number one card that always comes out in this deck, Pluto. Pluto is the planet, the energy of transformation and change that comes from a very deep place. It's not just like, a superficial change, like, oh, I'm going to dye my hair and I'm going to start calling myself a baddie because that'll make me feel better. Like, no. This is like a fundamental, like, personality, life-altering change that's happening to you right now. Whatever the situation is, it must have been pretty deep for you to be feeling like stuck and trapped, or whatever's going on here. Because Pluto, even though like my biggest stalker, but every time he shows up, the reading is always very powerful. We have that kind of connection here. But with Pluto showing up in your reading here, this is definitely about you as a person and as an individual, Aquarius. Whatever is happening here, this is a reflection of you. Like, even if someone else betrayed you, it is a reflection of you. That person and how you choose to see it. Like, that person clearly was no good. That person clearly isn't meant to be in your path. And you can sit here and choose to like really rue the day you met them, or try to be petty and make them rue the day that they met you. Whatever it is, whatever this pain is, you might need to let it go. With the Sun and Pisces card here, like the Vision card, this speaks of wanting an escape, of like wanting to like get away from a certain situation, to change a situation, or like, you know, the way that is usually framed is like an escape. And with the Prisoner card here, like, yeah, I'm seeing it. You just want a way out of this pain, or a way to like kind of make like the hurt stop. This might be a little too emotional for Aquariuses, because if you leave it up to them, like, you know, a lot of them don't like to admit that they have emotions, or a lot of them don't like to admit when they're hurt. You know, they put on a brave face and like really suck it up. And I admire that, but it's okay. Whatever the situation is clearly affecting you deeply, Aquarius. But it's really meant for you to like grow, to change, and to like develop. One of the biggest things that I'm seeing here, Aquarius, like at least in the tarot cards, is the one that jumped out to me like almost immediately was that the Three of Swords came out like almost instantly. And if you can see on the bottom, it says sorrow. Whatever is happening here, this is a very sad thing. The Three of Swords is the card of betrayal, of heartbreak, of sorrow, sadness, of something being a major disappointment. It could be like, you know, instead of a betrayal, like maybe there was a job that you really wanted, that, you know, you put in your application for, you went through the interview process and you didn't get it, and now you're still feeling like you're trapped or something. Whatever it is, Aquarius, this whole situation is meant to lead you to self and to improvement. Whether it means that, you know, you might need to change your work ethic a little bit more and work a little harder, or maybe you just need to be a little bit more prudent, pay attention to a little bit more things, or to like, I don't know. I'm really feeling the energy of like maybe working a little bit harder. I don't know what this situation is, Aquarius. Like, it can be so many things. There's so many ways that people can feel trapped in their lives or feeling stuck. There's so many ways that this can play out. But like I said, the whole point of this reading is to let you realize that you're not as stuck as you think you are. With a little bit of, you know, shifting of your mindset, a little bit of good old elbow grease, actually getting down and like putting some work in, you can change the situation around. And the reason why I strongly believe that is because we have the King of Pentacles coming out next, and at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. This is letting me know that the universe supports you, Aquarius. If you don't believe in yourself right now, know that the universe does, or God does, whatever you want to call it. It believes in you, and it knows that you can achieve like the thing that you're really setting out for and that you really want out of your life. That sense of comfort, stability, like this really could be like a work-related thing. Maybe you just lost a job or something, I don't know. But this is a big, big emphasis on having financial and material security and living a happy and fulfilling life with the Ten of Cups at the bottom. It's very much possible for you, Aquarius, but there's a change that needs to be made here. There's something that you need to see differently in order to free yourself from whatever cycle, mindset, or box, or whatever cell that you just put yourself in and kind of been in, Aquarius. Whatever this betrayal or heartbreak was, you can't let it defeat you and keep you down for too much longer, Aquarius. Your guides are really, the universe, I should say, is really here to like really push you forward. Like, no, you good. Like, only thing you gotta do is just get on the grind a little bit. Like, you know, tweak your habits a little bit, tweak some of the things a little bit. But you can make it, and you can do this, Aquarius. That's all I keep hearing and all I keep feeling. You can do it. Like, you got this. You are so strong, Aquarius. Like, I'm really feeling a very strong-willed individual. Like, I'm really feeling someone very strong-willed. And I think like this whole feeling trapped could be something that you've been feeling for like quite a while, but you really just put it on a really good face of it, and you just been trying to remain upbeat and remain positive, and, you know, go forward and do the things that you need to do. And maybe it's just starting to wear on you now, and you just like enough is enough. When is this going to end? Well, you got some good answers here, Aquarius. You just got to keep putting in the work, because the thing that you want is going to be there for you, but it's going to take some time, and it's going to take you really going inside yourself and making a change. Like, it starts with you and it ends with you. So let's get some card out here that's actually going to give like some actual advice for the situation, because I feel like I'm kind of grasping at straws here. I really can't pin down what's going on here, Aquarius. But you would know better than me, and I'm just here to give like very general, like blase about it. But let's get some actual hardcore advice here. Wow, these two just jump right out. Yeah. And then the gambler at the bottom. All right, well, the two cards that just jumped out for you, the first one is the Tailor. And then the next one that came out is the Assassin. All right, let's start with, I think the Assassin comes up first in the booklet. Here it is. Yeah, because it's right at the beginning. Starting to understand this. It's funny because I've just seen this card recently. All right, the Assassin. It says here, it's time for you to learn the same lesson. You are facing a difficult decision, and it feels like there is no right answer. But your instinct is telling you what you must do, even if you don't want to do it. So instead of dragging your feet, get it over with quickly. There's relief to be found on the other side of the fallout. Yeah, see, this is about being ruthless, Aquarius. I don't want to, it's not advice that I would give, but it's very on brand for what I've come to know from Aquarius. Being ruthless. And this is what's happening here. Maybe there's a decision that you really don't want to make. You might not want to seem like the bad guy here, or you might not want to see, like, whatever it is. You might be the one that's taking this Three of Swords to someone else, like, or maybe like you're lamenting having to make a decision. But whatever it is, Aquarius, you already know what it is that you must do. Like, and that's why I said, like, the prison is imaginary. Like, you're stuck because you want to be stuck, even as bad as it sounds. Like, you kind of get what I'm saying, Aquarius. You're stuck in a situation because there's something that you know that you want to do, but you don't want to do it because it might suck. But the advice here is to stop crying, stop dragging your feet, Aquarius, and get it over with. Do it. Do it and move on. Like, and I feel that for you, Aquarius. Do it and move on. Don't make it even more complicated. Now let's get the next card for the Tailor. Let me see. That should be towards the back middle, because that's outside the wall, right? What's that, all the way at the end? Oh, it's all the way at the end. I wasn't expecting that. All right, the Tailor. It talks about attention to detail and pride, Aquarius. So let's read it. Your dedication to your passions have served you well, and you're finally starting to reap the benefits of your hard work. Allow yourself to stop and take pride in what you've done, rather than throwing yourself headfirst in the next thing. It's important to acknowledge your achievements in order to understand the depth of your own ability. Yeah, Capricorn. That's why I kept feeling like there's something here in regards to, like, might be something here in regards to work or feeling stuck. Like, I think you're just kind of overthinking something, or like, like there's a decision that might need to be made, and you're kind of like, this might, reflect on me poorly as a professional. Maybe you're a manager, and I'm really seeing like you might have to fire someone. I don't know what's happening here, Aquarius, but it really seems like the situation isn't as deep as it initially seemed to me. Like from like the energy of the cards and everything, I thought this was going to be something like really, really deep, but really it's just like this might be something that you're dreading to do, and you just might have to do it. Like no one's going to look on you like too poorly, at least not for long. Like you are someone that does great work, or like someone with a pretty good reputation with other people. And the Aquarius do rule the 11th house, and like they are the humanitarian sign, though I still struggle to see that in Aquariuses, but they do rule the house of the humanitarianism. So maybe you're worried about like how your reputation will be affected, how the people around you will see you, but you need to just take pride in everything that you've done and that you achieved. And know that whatever this decision is that you have to make, it's not going to destroy you, it's not going to ruin you. You're not really trapped, Aquarius. Like there's nothing really wrong here. It's just like a matter of perspective. And again, like I said, this has to be something that you really honestly have to realize within yourself. That's why Pluto was here. But realizing this, taking control of the situation, and just like acting on this advice will lead to a whole new change in your perspective on life, on who you are, and on everything that you do, Aquarius. You'll be fine. You just gotta suck it up and do what it is that you gotta do. I feel like it might be a little bit of a gamble here, and that's probably why you're a little concerned, because it might not be like a surefire thing, but it's a gamble that you're gonna have to take. If this is really bothering you so much that you feel stuck, you just might have to just throw caution to the wind and just do it. Get it over with and just knock it out, because you want to, Aquarius. So do it. So yeah, if this reading kind of hit the nail on the head for you, Aquarius, or if you found it amusing, then give me a like, please. It goes a long way in supporting my channel, and it allows other people to interact and see my readings as well. I want to thank you for your time and your energy, Aquarius. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, please. But yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, and thank you for your time and energy, Aquarius. Much love and peace to you, and be blessed. Bye. If you are a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, then this reading is for you. All right, my Geminis. My Geminis. Let's see what we got. I always got to show out and show a little extra love for the Geminis, because, it's my sign too, so woo-hoo. So, every time I'm here, I always give you guys extra cards or a little extra love. It's my channel and I can do what I want. Oh, that was nasty. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, Gemini. So, what I really got here is more or less, I feel like it's more of a warning, Gemini, that I got for you guys. The cards that came out of here all link to communication and your words and how you express yourself. Geminis are the masters of communication and things of that nature. We have Mercury as our patron planet. We rule the house of communication and the third house and early learning. This is our jam, and this is like our bread and butter, Gemini. Whether you want to believe it or not. But there's something here about having to like watch I'm hearing like watch your man, and then you should watch your mouth. Like there's something here about like really making sure that you really watch what you say in the upcoming days, Gemini. Like really don't disclose too much. Don't just don't, Gemini. What I'm really seeing here is the energy of Mars With Mars showing up in this reading, this is definitely about like that masculine energy, that masculine appeal. More so showing more through your actions than through your words, Gemini. You have to display your competency. You have to display the things that you think that you are. It's time to like put your action where your words are, or put your money where your mouth is. That's it. It's time to put your money where your mouth is, Gemini. Yeah. And the warning that I'm getting here is really don't fall into gossip. Because what we have here is confession. And with the confession, either something that's like kind of been brewing in the background, something that's like been kind of a secret, is either going to be revealed to you, or if you do too much talking, you might reveal like a big secret that was like kind of just like not really meant to be said, or like not really meant to be vocalized. The confession card speaks of something that's in the dark. It's something that's in the dark, and it's either waiting to be brought to the light, either by you, or is going to like come and be, someone's going to bring something to light for you, or you bringing it to light yourself. But this is why I really feel like there's a warning here. Like, I don't feel like this confession card is here to like say like, oh, you know, tea is about to be spilled, Gemini. Like, I think it's something here about like really make sure that you're not spilling the tea, or that you're not saying too much, Gemini. And the reason why I say that is because the next few cards that we have here are all in the sign of Mercury. We have Mercury in the 12th house, which is the house of Pisces, with inspiration. Mercury in Scorpio with extremism. And Mercury in Virgo with caution. Now, these three cards in conjunction, with both of them being in Mercury, lets me know that first things first, you need to be speaking love and light, Gemini. Keep your interactions light, keep them positive, and really share ideas, like creative ideas or positive ideas. Do not fall into gossip, Gemini. If someone comes to you gossiping, it's okay to listen. You know, pull up your little teacup and, you know, sip. But do not spill. Okay, Gemini? Do not engage in the gossip. You can hear it, like, oh wow, that's crazy, yada yada yada. Keep something in the back of your mind for later, write it down. But do not. Do not. Okay? Do not be messy, Gemini. I have to tell you this. Don't be messy. Whatever situation you're about to walk into, stepping into, or whatever is developing around you, do not be messy. And it's going to be real temptation and real urge to do so. Like, even if it's like might be in the form of an argument, because I see that in here as well, or like maybe something to having to do in the workplace, just like, because I keep seeing like my life as I do this reading, I keep feeling like I just keep seeing my life and my situation. But whatever this is, Gemini, you really, really gotta make sure that you watch your mouth, keep mum, love and light, and happiness and positivity. And that's exactly what the caution card also warns. Like, do not engage in gossip. Be mindful of your words and what you say and how you say it to people. Because there's something here about you having to communicate, and you need to make a good impression here. Extremism speaks of like really making sure that you're not doing too much. Like, I really feel like there's like, even if there's like a little bit of flirting or workplace flirting going on, like maybe don't lean too much into it, be a little coy, but don't give too much energy. Let me read a little bit more on this extremism card. When this card is drawn, a questioner may face a total reprisal of his or her life philosophy to overcome a violent verbal outburst, news of death, the solving of a great problem, discussion of a drastic change of opinion. A love of intrigue. This card is drawn. Face a total reprisal of his philosophy. Yeah. What I'm seeing is that there's just something here that might come and might challenge you, Gemini, and you just need to make sure that you're not on any side of the extreme, that you're not all all for the mess, and that you're not completely detached where, it just seems like you're just unsocial. You have to play the middle ground, Gemini, and we're pretty good at that. But keep that in mind, that that's a skill that you're going to have to pull out your bag, and whatever situation is upcoming, you'll know it when you need it. You'll know it, Gemini. You got that gut feeling, that intuition. Now, in terms of the tarot, we have the Five of Wands, the Star in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck was the Five of Cups. Like, there's a lot of like chaos, strife, discord in this energy, Gemini. And that's why I felt like this is a warning. But the Five of Wands, this is like a bunch of egos and a bunch of personalities clashing. It can even be a bunch of people trying to come together and solve a problem. But what I'm really getting here, Gemini, or this is the need for you to like really establish yourself in a space. And I really feel like this is going to be a chance to make the impression that you want going forward with the people around you and the people that you're going to be working with. Or I keep saying working because I keep thinking about my situation, or whatever is going on here. Whatever's going on, you need to make sure that you position yourself, but you don't do it extra aggressively. Be the person that people know, like, oh, he always has something, that he's pretty pleasant, that he or she is very pleasant, he or she says nice things, he or she has good ideas, he or she don't always be engaging, don't gossip and stuff like that. And keep that in mind. That, there's going to be like a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of contention in this area. You might actually get tried, but it's just because it's going to be a time for you to like put up. Like, okay, you're saying all this, now let's see if you're going to walk your talk, Gemini. You're going to be challenged to put your money where your mouth is. Fair warning, be ready. The Star in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse speaks of like attitudes. Like the Star in reverse is like someone who really don't believe in themselves, someone who is lacking in faith or lacking in like an understanding. And that's why I really feel like this has a lot to do with me. But with the Star in reverse here showing up, this is about really have some confidence. And that's the same thing even with the King of Wands in reverse. Have some confidence, Gemini. Whatever situation you're walking into, know that you are able to like learn. You have all these Mercury cards coming out. And even in the confession card, there's Mercury there as well. The card that was at the bottom of the deck for you from the other card is Athena. And what is this? That Gemini symbol. This is going to be all about you are well equipped for this situation, for the job, or whatever it is that you're walking into, Gemini. You're well equipped. You can do it. Only thing you need to do is like have some faith in yourself. And for those of us who are a little bit more spiritual, keep that faith in your higher power, in the universe, or God, or whatever it is. Maintain that faith. Know that they're walking with you. You're not going to be put in a situation that you can't handle, or put in a situation where you're set up to fail. You have all the tools that you need to succeed in this situation, Gemini. You just need to be confident, but not arrogant. Because the King of Wands in reverse also really makes sure to realize that you're not being rude. And that's what comes up with the caution and with the extremism. Don't be rude. Don't be arrogant. Don't overdo it. Be positive, but confident and happy. Like, I feel like I'm giving myself a pep talk here. But this is something that, either I need to hear, or like this is something for like all of our Geminis. Maybe the comments will tell me, but I'm eating this up. It's to be confident, Gemini, okay? Know who you are, know who walks with you, know who you believe in. And really just make sure that you just don't walk into a space and try to command it and be bossy and be a big leader. Like, no. Be confident, but be humble. Be social, but not messy. Put a wrangle on any snark and sarcasm that you might usually have, and really just make sure that you're being very positive here. There's something here about you really might not be feeling like you're up to the task, or like there might be a hint of sadness or disappointment here, Gemini. But just know that this sadness, this contention, all this negativity stems from you not having enough faith in yourself, Gemini. It stems from you not being as confident as you should be in your abilities with the Star in reverse. You not having having a little less than self-confidence with the King of Wands in reverse, Gemini. But just know that it all starts with you and your power and your faith and your belief in yourself and your abilities. Be kind, be loving, watch what you say and how you say it. Don't engage in gossip, and really just make sure that you do what it is that you need to do, Gemini. Now we're about to give you some advice from this deck here. What came out is the brawler in reverse. I'm gonna get one more. Make sure I'm not holding it. Yeah, I'm not holding this deck upside down. Oh shucks, that's 2 cards. We only need one more. Just this one. And the champion. We got the champion upright and a brawler in reverse. And the painter upright, which is productivity and creation. All right, well, let's read the brawler in reverse. Yeah, upright, the brawler is like confrontation and a lack of empathy. But I'm having a feeling like in reverse is like don't be confrontational, which is exactly the energy that's this whole reading been trying to impress. Don't be confrontational. The brawler is solid down. That's earth, right? Let me see. Oh, solid down is the last one here. Here it is, the brawler and reversed. A conflict is causing tension in your life, but rather than letting it run its course, you've been bottling it up and try to avoid a confrontation. This will only lead to a breakdown in trust and find the healthy, you've been bottling up and try to avoid a confrontation. This will only lead to a breakdown in trust and find the healthy balance between expressing your needs clearly and keeping the peace. What seems like an incoming argument may turn out to be nothing once you've cleared the air. Like, yeah, Gemini, like I said, there's some contention here. Someone's going to bring some BS to you, Gemini, okay? Some BS is coming your way. But you need to be able to handle it with aplomb, with grace, serenity, and kindness, all right? Do not be confrontational. Let me see, here it is. And the last card that we have is the champion. You're riding high on victory at the moment, and you've earned the right to celebrate, but don't let it go to your head. Not only could arrogance, and again, that's the King of Wands in reverse, it speaks to arrogance. Not only could arrogance unpick all of your progress, but if you turn your back on a half-finished job, you may see those successes fall apart faster than you can hold them together. Exactly. Like, things are going well for you, Gemini. You know, everything is kind of working the way that you need to, and things are like resolving itself and working out. But don't let that go to your head. Don't think that you're safe. Don't think that everything is in a bag, Gemini. It's up to you to continue to prove yourself and to keep up the work. And just for a bonus for my Geminis, I'm going to read the Painter card. Within you is a font of creativity waiting to burst forth. This is just not the sort of creativity that requires a paintbrush or pen, but the ability to bring about a vision, to know your own voice and what you bring into the world. What was I saying here about the confidence in knowing who you are, Gemini? Don't let anything hold you back. This is your chance to embrace that vision, to follow your instincts, and bring about something beautiful and new. Yeah, Gemini. Long story short, have more faith in the person that you are and the things that you bring to a workforce, situation. Know who you are and know that you are worthy, that you are loved, that you are supported. You need to have a little bit more confidence in yourself, Gemini. You're much more awesome than what you give yourself credit for. And you might also need to correct your self-talk. You're so much more awesome, so much more competent, and so much better than what you know. Keep in mind, someone is going to bring some BS your way, but instead of just like actually getting into it and, you know, making this a big messy thing. Speaking with love, grace, and serenity might really diffuse the situation, and you'll realize that this might just be a big miscommunication, or that the situation doesn't have to go any deeper than, you know, just a quick conversation and just like coming to an understanding. Don't allow your temper, that Mars energy, to take over and to like really push you down a path where you really don't need to go, Gemini. Be peace, be love, be light, be confident in yourself. You deserve to be in the space that you're in the spaces that you go to, Gemini. You deserve to be there. You worked hard to get there. Don't turn your back on it, and don't become arrogant and think that, you know, oh, you're just better. You remain humble, but keep that confidence, Gemini. Develop some confidence because you need it. So, if this reading touched a nerve, hit the hammer on the head for you or anything like that, please leave a like. Please. A like goes a long way in allowing my videos to be seen by other people. You can also share the video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. You don't even have to watch another video after you subscribe. But please watch the videos too. But either way, Gemini, this has been a wonderful and informative reading. Thank you for lending your energy to this. And, you know, I feel kind of seen myself, but it is what it is. Thank you all so much for your love and support, and I appreciate each and every one of my Gemini brethren and sisters, if that's a word. So thank you so much for your time and energy, and please be blessed. Bye.